Meet Nico Ali Walsh, the 23-year-old American who is causing a storm in the world of boxing. Carrying the imposing legacy of his grandfather, recognized around the globe as the greatest boxer of all time, Muhammad Ali, experts are already beginning to focus their attention on him. However, opinions in general are divided. Is Nico Ali Walsh truly destined to be a star in the pugilistic universe, or is it okay to remain skeptical of his talent? Welcome. In today's video, I'll guide you through one of the most controversial topics in current boxing. Stay until the end and discover for yourself if Muhammad Ali's grandson really has what it takes. Media curiosity has not spared Nico Ali Walsh, asking him how he feels as he delves into the murky arena of modern boxing. Acknowledging Muhammad Ali's greatness, he asserts that for him, the most important role he has played in his life is simply being his grandfather. Nico Ali Walsh is also aware of the extra pressure that comes with being the descendant of the greatest boxer of all time, but that doesn't mean he feels compelled to achieve the same as his grandfather. For any boxer, emulating the success of a legendary predecessor can be an impossible task. And the dilemma becomes even more pronounced when your lineage centers on the greatest boxer of all time. While Nico Ali Walsh is the proud grandson of the iconic Muhammad Ali, whose fame transcended sporting continents, there are no physical similarities between them. But through his maternal lineage, he inherited something much deeper than mere resemblance. As if in celebration of his grandfather, he carries within him an immense passion for boxing. Unfortunately, this young fighter has decided to share that flame with the rest of the world. From the beginning, Nico was destined to be a warrior. Growing up in the shadow of his grandfather, he put on boxing gloves for the first time at the tender age of 3. Since then, he has spent countless afternoons immersed in Ali's world. As he watched his grandfather's old fights, he learned the art of boxing, and unknowingly, he absorbed the spirit of a champion. Today, Nico is not only continuing a legacy, he is defining his own era, with gloves stitched with brilliance. In the bustling atmosphere of competitive sports, Nico found his calling. It was in 2015 when he stepped into the ring to make his debut in an amateur fight. Incredibly, he kept this significant moment in his life a secret.
Emulate his grandfather, he goes to the ball, it's a big right hand that comes in from Nico. Weeks is so defensively, fight is over and Weeks takes care of business.
He didn't even tell Muhammad Ali about his intentions. Why? He feared not having what it takes to step out of the ring victorious, thus tarnishing the name of the great fighter who preceded him. Even then, for Nico, the pressure of expectation was tangible, but it didn't stop him from pursuing his passion. After 30 wins, life threw him a hard blow. The death of his grandfather. That made his 2016 a crucial moment that solidified his decision to dedicate his life to boxing and elevate the legendary legacy he had just inherited and had to carry forward. Nico Ali Walsh, with an important amateur record achieved with determination, banged the table and made the transition to professional boxing in 2021. His entry into the professional arena was nothing short of extraordinary. From agents trying to film him, promoters interested in his image, and television platforms wanting to separate him from his competition, everyone seemed to give him preferential treatment from the start. Anything starting with Muhammad Ali's grandson created great anticipation. To this point, promising Nico Ali Walsh has fought 12 professional bouts. 5 of them have ended in convincing knockouts, as evidence of the power of this emerging fighter and a strong echo of his grandfather's greatness. His professional record, which leaves no one indifferent, is just proof that the legend's grandson is shaking up the boxing world. Nico Ali Walsh versus Jordan Weeks. On August 14th, under the spotlight and accompanied by a deafening crowd, Walsh entered the ring carrying a great legacy on his gloves. It wasn't just a debut, it was a dance with destiny. He faced American Jordan Weeks. His opponent was deliberately chosen to ensure a great challenge for the young prodigy and to forge his character in the discipline from the start. As if it were a reflection of his legendary grandfather, Nico surprised those present with a knockout straight out of a Hollywood movie in the first round. A dream debut could be the name of the cinematic moment he gave to the whole world.
Nice boxing. Oh, right hand! Weeks is so defensively flawed. And this fight...
But what a casual fan of the sport probably wouldn't notice was that it was a more nostalgic than glorious moment in Nico's life. Walsh adorned his body with trunks that were once worn by his iconic grandfather. Nico Ali Walsh versus James Wesley. The grandson of the boxing legend faced an unexpected setback in the ring against James Wesley on October 23rd. During the opening round, both fighters showed a formidable level of resilience. Managing to overwhelm his opponent, Ali Jr. threw a powerful right hook that sent Wesley crashing to the canvas. Surprisingly, James managed to get up and showed signs of having fully recovered from an attack that seemed lethal. During the third episode, a decisive moment would be experienced. Walsh sent Wesley back to take a break on the canvas with another stunning blow. Recognizing the inevitable, Wesley's corner threw in the towel into the ring. Thus, they stopped the match and consolidated a fascinating victory for young Nico. Everything seemed to indicate that Nico Ali Walsh's rise in the ring was captivating the narrative of legacy, innovation, and undeniable talent. But, despite his victory, issues with his technique began to be pointed out. Although he tried to maintain his grandfather's legacy after every blow he delivered, Nico recognized that it was necessary to evolve. For this, he got the best tutor possible, the celebrated coach Sugar Hill Stewart. With the heavyweight sensation Tyson Fury in his curriculum, he was the right man to provide Ali Jr. with a new perspective. Fighting like the legendary Muhammad Ali was a path that only Ali himself could follow. Instead of trying to make him continue where his grandfather left off, Stewart had to take that inherited power and make his own way. And sooner rather than later, the fruits of this new fighting style became evident. His victory against Jeremiah Yeager during the fourth round marked the opening of a new chapter in his story.
Oh, big left hand!
Wait, walk to here. No, walk to here. Walk to me. Do you want
to continue? Nico Ali Walsh has him backed up against the rope, looking for another big shot. There it is.
Alejandro Ibarra ended up becoming another victim of Nico Ali Walsh. Writing poetry in the ring, he sent him to a humiliating defeat with a devastating right hook.
So Ali Walsh gets our evening going, and he scores.
Under his new fighting style, the opportunity to redeem himself against Reyes Sanchez was granted. Although he was not necessarily a pleasant opponent during their first encounter, Walsh entered the ring transformed. An impeccable blow in the second round dispelled any possible doubt about his abilities.
come back to the head with the right hand?
Double jab and a right hand from Ali Walsh.
Yeah.
Big right hand comes in from Nico Ali Walsh. 6-0 fighter gets backed up.
While the name and legacy of Muhammad Ali will always be present in every step Nico Ali Walsh takes, the young fighter has begun to build his own legacy. Acknowledging his grandfather's greatness, Ali Jr. has internalized his inheritance without trying to hide it for fear of comparisons. He was my only grandfather, and like everyone, I enjoyed spending time with him, he often says. Within the fan base, it is clear that no one will ever be able to emulate Ali's greatness. But this young boxer's mission is not to overshadow his grandfather's legacy. His intention is to honor it with his own path, being the best in his own game. After every blow, Nico Ali Walsh only hopes that one day, the name Ali will once again become synonymous with champion. At just 23 years old, he's only just beginning to wade into quicksand. Although he has shown his potential, he still has many strokes to make if he hopes to be the next great Ali. If you've made it this far, I thank you. Also, I remind you that there is no better way to support my content than by leaving your like on the video. Have you watched any of Nico Ali Walsh's fights? Do you have a favorite so far? Do you believe he was truly born destined for greatness in the noble art of fists? I'll read you in the comments.